I believe all of us are called to lead. And I just believe this. Like whether or not you stay at VU Church or not, I believe that God's called you to be a leader. If you're a follower of Jesus, he's called you to lead. And today I want to take this topic, and I think this is very, very practical because I think you should know the realms of leadership that God has given you for this season. Leadership, just a good definition if you're trying to write one down, leadership is influence. Like not super complicated, just really true. Like what does it mean to lead? It means that you influence. Now how many know you can influence someone for good or you can influence someone for bad? How are you influencing the people around you? What are you doing to the conversations? Where are you leading people? Where are you taking people? Sometimes people will come to church and I can see that they're not living for God, but although they're not living for God, I can still go, yo, they got a leadership calling on their life. Sometimes the best leaders are those with the craziest past. Just because you're not saved doesn't mean that you can't lead. The question is, how are you leading? And every one of us has been given a measure of influence. The question always is, how are we influencing the people around us? Here's a good definition that I want us to try to work with today as we look at the realms of leadership. I want you to write this down. I've shared this before, but it's an important one to me. I say it this way. Leadership is the ability to take people to a place that they never intended or wanted to go, but when they arrive, they thank you. I want you to let that sit for a moment because that actually is what leaders do. Leaders create a vision. Leaders take people on a journey. Leaders sometimes take people to a place that they were going, I don't even want to do that. No, I'm not called to that. That's not a part of my life. But when they get to that place that you saw, they go, thank you so much for stepping into my life. Thank you for seeing something inside of me that I did not see in me. I never even intended to go here. What I loved about VU High the other night, I was talking to some of our other leaders. I was going, yo, like most of the people up on that stage, talked to them 3 years ago. They were never even like in church. And if they were in church, they definitely weren't thinking about going, I want to be a speaker or a communicator of the gospel. What gives? Leadership is the thing that makes the change. The influence of what could be and what can be.